Well, greetings to the last diagram in Hopper's book, or at least the last one that he offers in his answer sheet. And that is the firefighters could not escape because the flames had come up the valley behind them. And this is 16.3, sentence 2. Here we have the adverbial phrase at the end, because the flames had come up the valley behind them, which is an adverbial of cause, maybe reason. So let's begin. By doing what we normally do. We have an S, and we have a declaration. And now we have an NP with a predicate phrase. So the NP would be the firefighters. The, of course, is the awk, determiner, noun, subject, subject, and subject. Pretty straightforward. Could not escape. So we have a predicate phrase which also becomes a verb phrase. The could is a box modal. The not is a adverb negator. The escape is a lexical verb, the predicate. The whole thing is a predicate, and the whole thing is a predicate if we look at the predicate phrase. Now we're beginning with the adverbial phrase, or the adverbial clause, which is fronted by, here's the adverbial phrase. Okay. The because is a complementizer, CZR, and it is thought to be of course it's an adverbial. Now the flames had come up the valley behind them. That is the S node, because it's a whole clause. And that's divided into NPVP and then two prepositional phrases of the valley behind them. So we've got NP determiner, flames, subject, subject. Okay, and then come up the valley behind, had come up the valley behind them. This is the whole, this is the whole predicate phrase. Had come is a verb phrase, VP. The had is an aux, and it's perfect. It's actually past perfect. And the come is the lexical verb. It's a predicate, and the whole thing had come as a predicate. And now we have two different prepositional phrases. Up the valley is a prepositional phrase, and behind them is a prepositional phrase. And now up is a preposition, and it's also an adverbial complement. And the valley is a noun phrase. Article determiner. The valley is N, and this is a prepositional complement, and the valley is a prepositional complement, and up the valley is an adverbial complement. And behind them, behind is a preposition, but it's also an adverbial complement. And then them is a, well, to be precise, it's an N, and then it's also a pronoun. Or I guess it's an NP and a pronoun. And so them is the prepositional complement of behind. Okay, and we have to get in, we just have to repeat prepositional complement because we have an NP. And then behind them is an adverbial complement. Okay, now we're ready to move up the food chain. Predicate phrase is the predicate. Had come up the valley behind them is just simply the predicate. And now here we are at the, I guess, the adverbial phrase. Let's see. Yeah, this is the whole S. This is the flames had come up the valley behind them, so that looks like it is the complement of because. It is the complement of because. It completes the because, which makes sense. Now we move up to the adverbial phrase. Have we actually collected that? Not yet. Because the flames, okay, that's the adverbial. That's the entire cause adverbial. And do we have everything filled in? I think we do. Okay.